Hello, honor students. How are you? Let's today carry on Salem Witch Trials. The Salem Witch Trials Part 2. Signs that qualified victims as witches. How did they know if these little girls or women were witches? Puritans believed that Satan couldn't take the form of any unwilling person. Therefore, if anyone saw a ghost or a spirit in the form of accused, the person in question must be a witch. However, that wasn't always the case during the Salem witch trials. There were certain signs people and government take in account before any accusation. Number one sign, you're a female. Since the medieval period, females were believed to be one of devil's many hell brides. For thousands of years, people have believed women to be more susceptible to signs than men, and sinning is clear indication of devil worship. In Salem, of the 19 people hanged for witchcraft, 5 were men versus 14 were women. Oh la la. Sign number 2, you're poor. The poor, homeless, and those forced to rely on the community for support were among the most vulnerable and often accused of witchcraft. Sarah Good, hanged in 1692, was extremely disliked and distrusted by neighbors because she wandered around from house to house begging for food. Sign number 3, you're rich, financially independent as a woman. Not good. Any indication that women could live without the help or supervision of a man raised an alarm. She would likely have been isolated from the community until, of course, she was arrested and put on trial. Between 1620 and 1725, women without brothers or sons to share their inheritance compromised 89% of the women executed for witchcraft in New England. Sign number 4, you're very old. Older women, both married and unmarried, were extremely susceptible to accusations. Rebecca Nurse, for instance, was in her early 70s when she was tried, convicted, and put to death for being a witch. Sign number 5, you're very young. As we said in our previous video, Dorothy Good was only 4 years old when she confessed to being a witch. Dorothy was imprisoned for 9 months before her release. The experience left her permanently insane. Sign number 6, you're a healer. There was one particular job that put people at risk of being accused: female healers. For example, Margaret Jones was executed in 1648. She had warned people that if they didn't do her prescribed treatments, they would keep being sick, which today we would say just a common sense. Sign number 7, you have broken virtually any rule in the Bible and thus entered into the pact with the devil. Breaking any biblical rule could lead to witchcraft accusation. Remember, the Puritans strictly observed the Sabbath, which meant no kindling of fire, no trading, and no traveling. Of course, these signs are not accurately proven. We don't have an evidence for them in history. Historians make educated guesses, inferences, but the real answers lie with the ages. If you think that you learned something new today, thumb up for like, drop a comment or a query, I'll answer you. Thank you for the positive vibes in your comments. That keeps my motivation. Share with others this video so you can benefit. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you can get the latest with teacher Karima in history and literature. History and literature, American and British, would be carried on in the coming videos. I'll see you pretty soon. Goodbye.